Hello and welcome to the first episode of my new podcast. I'm super excited to be doing this. I am going to be making another video sometime explaining what all I have planned for this, but I think we're going to go ahead and jump in. I have a little question for you guys. Why do we hate our birthdays? Think about it. Why do we hate our birthdays? Turning 25, 30, 40 years old, we act like it's a tragedy. Why do we act like getting old is a bad thing? What if aging isn't something to fear, but it's proof that you're blessed? You know, guys, let me tell you, society has framed aging, in my opinion, from anti-aging creams, midlife crisis stereotypes, people panicking at 30 years old. 30 years old. Let me tell you why I'm talking about that. Did you know that 100 years ago in the 1900s, people didn't even expect to live past their 40s? In the 1900s, the life expectancy was 47 years old. Today, it is 76 to 79 years old, and we're still complaining about 30? That's just wild to me. We celebrate youth, but we complain about this aging thing we have to do. Every single one of us has to do it. Every year we gain is a year someone else prayed for. Let me tell you, every year we gain is a year someone else prayed for. Let me tell you something else cool. Did you know that Colonel Sanders founded KFC at 60 years old? Vera Wang designed her first dress at 40 years old. And Samuel L. Jackson had his first major movie role at 46 years old. I don't think it's aging that we hate, my friends. I really don't. I think it's that we hate the reminder life is moving. Why? Why do we hate that? Because of fear. What do we fear? We fear death. We fear losing time, regret, and not becoming who we hoped to be. But let me tell you something else about aging. Did you know that emotional regulation improves as we age? Older adults are often happier and less reactive than younger adults. Me saying this, let me ask you, what if your 40s are calmer than your 20s? What if your 60s are wiser than your 30s? What if it only gets better from here? Something to think about is, if you believe life is random, aging feels like a countdown. But if you believe life has purpose, aging feels like progress. Let me say that one more time and think deep about this, okay? If you believe life is random, aging feels like a countdown. But if you believe life has a purpose, aging feels like progress. And let me tell you something, folks. Every day we make progress, from growth, wisdom, lessons, and becoming more refined. Every wrinkle is an experience, and every gray hair is survival. Every birthday is a receipt. Look, you did it again. Remember, aging is privilege. Some didn't make it to 30. Some didn't make it to 21, and some didn't even make it to 18. So next time you complain about being 40, remind yourself that that is somebody else's miracle. Getting older is not about getting closer to death, my friends. It's about getting further from the person that you used to be. So I'll end it here. If you hear this, congratulations, you're aging, which means you are alive, which means you still have time. Celebrate your next birthday. It's not a countdown, it's a reward. God bless you all, and I'll see you on the next episode.